I recently turned 40. And yeah, I could have an existential crisis about half my life being over, but I chose to go at it with an attitude of gratitude. Because after all, I'm not dead yet, and every day above ground is a good day. And while my 30s were filled with an insane amount of adventure and change and growth, the prospect of my 40s felt a bit more like an abyss. Because I thought my 40s would be all like supportive soccer mom wife lady. And instead I became the mysterious aunt who travels too much and no one knows where she is half the time. So as I stared down the barrel of 40, I wanted to be prepared. I wanted to keep feeling as good as I did in my 30s, only with more money and less contact with my ex. So I decided to adopt these 5 daily practices to set myself up for the next decade of success. You're gonna wanna write these down because you're definitely gonna wanna try them. Practice number 1, move. You know how people who are older always say like, oh, wait till you get older and your body starts breaking down. I always used to roll my eyes at these people, but they were not wrong. Last week I pulled my back when I was putting a barbell away after the workout was over. As we age, our bodies don't recover as quickly. So we need more quality recovery to adapt from our workouts. How do we get more quality recovery? By working out less. What? Do less exercise? Yeah, kinda. Scientific research tells us that women should actually only be doing high intensity exercise like 2 to 3 times per week. The rest should be low intensity, like walking, swimming, weightlifting. This has been incredibly hard for me as a former triathlete who used to exercise 15 hours a week, because I, like so many others, have been conditioned that if we don't get this tough, sweaty workout in, it doesn't count. But without adequate recovery, those tough, sweaty workouts are actually doing more harm than good. And then there's the fact that as we age, once we turn 30, our muscle mass starts to decrease naturally over time. And that increases our risk of falls and osteoporosis, which as someone who lives alone is kind of terrifying. That's why lifting heavy weights 2 to 3 times per week is so important. My general rule of thumb now is 2 days of CrossFit, 2 to 3 days of some sort of low intensity workout like weightlifting, and then walking 10,000 steps a day just to keep the inertia moving. Because while I worked out when I was younger so that I could look hot, now I work out so that I can get off the toilet when I'm 80. Daily habit number 2 is nourish. I spent a good deal of my 20s just trying to be skinny. And then I spent a good deal of my 30s just trying to break out of that diet culture and like make peace with my body. And now in my 40s, I'm just really tired of worrying about how everything I put in my mouth is going to reflect on my body. For women of my generation and so many before us, worrying about our weight has been hardwired into our programming. And while we can logically make the connection that our weight is not our worth, it's really difficult conditioning to break, especially because the pounds do tend to pack on a little bit easier at this age. So I have really tried to shift my headspace from being skinny to being strong, and from, don't eat this candy because it's going to make you fat, to don't eat this candy because it's going to spike your blood sugar and then you're gonna crash and feel miserable. It's like not so catchy, but it's actually like a much more impactful reason. So I needed to reset how I thought about my body and food, hence nourish. Every day I would ask myself, did I nourish my body? Did I give it something it needed? Did I give it vegetables, water, fruit, fiber, something that will support it? Like, did I take care of it today? Now, sometimes nourish meant something completely different. Maybe I needed an everything shower, or some ice cream, or to drink more water, or just like have a lazy couch day. Whatever nourish meant to me that day, whatever my body needed is what I tried to provide. But most of the time, yeah, it was about my diet. Daily habit number 3, express gratitude. According to the National Institutes of Health, developing feelings and performing acts of gratitude are related to a greater sense of gratitude and satisfaction with life. Truthfully, I always thought this was a bit of mumbo jumbo. And then I started hanging out with this really amazing, really positive group of people. And at first I thought it was like a little bit fake and maybe a tiny bit cultish. But damn if those positive people didn't make me more positive and like encourage me to take on new challenges like this YouTube channel. So I had to think there was something to this positivity habit. And so I decided to adopt my own gratitude practice. Now, I'm not like a formal gratitude journal keeper. I don't sit down and write 5 things I'm grateful for every day. But every day I would ask myself, did I express gratitude today? And the expression part is really key. Did I put something positive out there? Did I compliment someone? Did I thank someone? Did I say something nice to myself? And what I really found was that expressing gratitude is about shifting energy. I had one period of time, I remember in particular, where I was really annoyed with my brother. My brother lives in the same building that I do. And so we were just getting on each other's nerves, and like he was really negative about something and it was really getting me down. And so one day I decided I just need to shift this energy. And so I went down to his apartment while he was at work and I cleaned his kitchen. And he walked in and he was shocked, and I was like, look, I did this for me. Okay, I had to do something to shift this energy. And it absolutely did. Like the grumpies cleared from both of us. Putting that gratitude out into the universe shifts your momentum and you start to become a more positive person overall. And that has a compounding effect. And then when you can turn that outward and cheer somebody else on, their energy shifts and their mood shifts, and then that just comes back to you in a positive manner, and you just start this like positive cycle. So yeah, gratitude every day. Habit number 4 is to unburden. Hands down, this is the hardest one for me. What does unburdening mean? It means, did I get something off my chest today? Did I do something that I've been putting off? Did I decrease a worry in some way? Now, sometimes that means having a hard conversation. And as a recovering people pleaser, this is not something I do particularly well. But like all other habits, it's a muscle and you have to practice. So this type of unburdening was really hard to do, but it also always had a really high reward. Now, sometimes unburdening meant doing something that I had just been putting off, because the mental load from carrying the things that you have been procrastinating can be absolutely crushing. So go make the doctor's appointment, get your car oil changed. These things count as unburdening. And truly, one of the best ways to improve your daily life is to fix the little things that have been annoying you. Say, for example, like your door handle is loose, and every time you put your key in the door, it's a little loose and you're like, oh man, I really gotta fix that. And that goes on for a while. And then one day your door handle falls off, and now you're locked out of your apartment and you set yourself up for a world of difficulty because you couldn't take 60 seconds to go get a screwdriver and tighten the door handle. Not to mention just like removing the mental daily worry that it's loose. So do the thing that you have been putting off every single day. Do something to unburden and lighten that mental load. Habit number 5 is to create. I believe that humans have a hardwired need to create. Not just be productive, but to create something. We need an outlet from the mundane. We like to build, to make something, to leave something behind. But what do we do instead? We consume, like a lot. We consume social media content, we consume food, clothing. We spend so much more time consuming than we do creating. And now AI is coming to replace even more human creation. And all of that makes my soul want to die a little bit. So that's why the 5th habit is to create. Maybe it's just an Instagram post, or it's a nice meal. Maybe you wrap a nice gift, or you write in your journal. Whatever it is, it's critical to get in this habit of creating something for the world. Again, it's a muscle you have to develop. So every day I would ask myself, did I create something and not just consume? Especially when it comes to content. We can consume and consume and consume, but do we actually do anything with the content that we watch? And so that is my ask of you in this video. I want you to take this video and go do something with this content. Make that commitment, go put it in the comments which habit you're going to adopt. What are you going to create? How are you going to unburden? How are you going to move or nourish your body? Where are you expressing gratitude? I can't wait to read your comments. If you like this video, you might like this one next. Go watch it. Until next time, go create a life you love.